I don't typically make videos like this, and I've been putting this one off for about 6 months now. I've been subscribed to the channel Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places for quite a while. Why? Because I'm from southwest Pennsylvania and we have a bunch of mines here, and mining is very interesting to me. My great-grandpa was a West Virginia coal miner, so I got it in my blood. So this channel, about 6 months ago, uploaded a video titled A Curious New Development at the End Cave of Kenny Veach. And this particular video made me realize something very obvious, but before I get into that, which is the main point of this video, I have to give a little backstory and history of this channel. Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places is ran by a guy who goes by the name of Frank, which I will be saying for the rest of the video because the channel name is just too damn long. Now Frank's been uploading for a long time, and he had a somewhat decent audience for a small channel, especially one dedicated to such a niche topic. In 2012, Frank uploaded this video, Black Widow Mine Exploration, Ghost Caught on Tape, which shows for a split second what could possibly be something moving in the corner of the screen. Right over here. That right there, you see it? Maybe that's a ghost. Or maybe it's just his flashlight reflecting off some shiny stuff. Ghost or not, this video has almost 1 million views, despite the ghost portion only showing up for a split second right at the end. And it just so happens that ever since this first paranormal video, our boy Frank has been getting into all sorts of paranormal encounters. Or so he'd like you to believe. I'll save you the time debunking his paranormal vids because multiple people have already done this. A channel named The Shape has a video from 11 months ago, and there is another one by the channel Scare Theater from 2018. I'll have both of these linked in the description. But I will point out Frank's most blatant fake video since it ties into the core questions that this video has. This fake video is also one of his most popular videos with over 6.5 million views, and it just so happens to be a paid promotional video. ThruNite, one of the biggest names in the flashlight business, and typically seen as a respected company, are likely still paying Frank for his fraudulent video. And it really doesn't make ThruNite look very good. So how is it fake? Basically near the end of this almost 15-minute long flashlight advertisement, Frank starts reacting to a scary noise that he is hearing within the mine.
What, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera.
But that super scary noise in his video just so happens to be called Scary Whispers 1, and I will also have it linked down in the description. These are undeniably the exact same sound, which means that it had to have been edited into the video after the fact, which also means Frank was reacting to a non-existent sound in the original video, which makes Frank a pants-on-fire liar. Some of his other fake paranormal videos have even been featured on the Tell Lie Vision on channels such as the Science trademark channel and the History trademark channel. But can you blame Frank for faking these videos? He's running a business on YouTube after all. Paranormal videos will always be easy to fake and will always get mad amounts of views. Plus, it's sometimes hard to prove a video's fake. You'll even have multiple people in the comments sections of Frank's videos who have no clue what they're talking about, giving multi-paragraph analyses and theorizing about the spooky ghosts in the videos. Not to say that there isn't such thing as any ghosts or spooky demon cross-dimensional entities. Frank does have a nice little disclaimer on his channel stating his videos are for entertainment purposes only. Profiting off hoax paranormal videos is one thing, but what about profiting off of a missing and probably dead man? In June of 2021, Frank uploaded a sensational video titled, I Found the M Cave of Kenny Veach. If you don't know about Kenny Veach, let me give you a quick summary. This guy, Kenny Veach, aka Snakebit McGee on YouTube, allegedly posted a comment to some Area 51 video where he talks about a cave he found that is shaped like an M that gave him a really weird feeling when he was inside of it. People then apparently convinced him to go back and film it, which he did, but he did not find the cave again. Again, commenters egged him on more and more, and he left in search of the cave once again on November 10th, 2014, and was never heard from again. Most people who talk about this guy love to focus on the Area 51 part of the story, and insist that Kenny found a secret entrance to Area 51. Despite the fact that the location Kenny was searching for this end cave in was over 50 miles away from Area 51, and over 25 miles away from Nellis Air Force Base. Anyway, I was already subscribed to Frank when he uploaded this video. I watched it and kind of disregarded it and never really looked into the whole situation. Almost a year later, Frank then uploaded a new video titled "A Curious New Discovery at the M Cave of Kenny Veach." This second video actually made me start looking into the Kenny Veach story, though the facts about it are very hard to confirm, and the entire story could just be a hoax. But it seems like a real living man did actually go missing, and is probably long gone. This, as well as my knowledge of Frank's known fraudulent videos, made me go and take another look at Frank's first M Cave video. The description of this video, of course, starts off with wild tales of Area 51 and aliens, but follows with Frank stating his military friend Don had been searching for the M Cave but was unable to explore anymore due to an accident, and that this specific location Don had never been to but had seen far off in the distance. Despite the fact that you would have to be pretty close to this rock structure in order to even see if this was a cave or not, let alone make out an M shape. Anyway, Frank proceeds into this cave where he finds just enough small meaningless clues to get the viewer to continue watching till the end, where he finds the super duper scary Area 51 sign. So this is where the video becomes obvious nonsense. First of all, the military does not publicly refer to Area 51 as Area 51, and they most certainly do not and have not ever put up signs that say Area 51. In fact, if you search up Area 51 sign, you'll find this exact same metal sign you can buy from Walmart or Amazon. It is so much exactly the same that even the rust spots on the sign in the video perfectly match up with the sign from Amazon. In case you still don't understand, this is a novelty sign that has been printed on a sheet of metal. The rusty spots are printed as part of the design. This is not actually an old weathered sign. There are not, and have not been, real Area 51 signs like this. The US government does not add rust decals to make their signs look old. So obviously, this is just another one of Frank's fake videos. Just this time, he's profiting off of a dead guy rather than a flashlight company. This first video has over 1 million views, and almost a year later, in May of 2022, he uploaded his second video. The curious new development in this case is another store-bought sign with a clearly visible barcode on the bottom right side. You know, something like this. Or this. This is all you see in the video itself, besides Frank's inane comments about clouds emanating from out of the cave. Yes, Frank, this is known as a vanishing point. He refuses to enter the cave because he thinks there might be trail cameras, despite the fact that it allegedly takes him over an hour to hike to this location and that there could have been a zillion hidden trail cameras along the way. He thinks this because his military friend Don told him that he thought he saw trail cameras right next to the cave. The real strange part of this video is its description. It again starts with nonsense, mysterious wording. Something strange and anomalous is going on. Then it goes on to imply that the reason his first video has 1 million views is because of government officials. Does that make any sense at all? The video is popular because top military brass are interested. So what, are they sharing it around in the office and everyone's loading it up on their own YouTube accounts? If you were under investigation, wouldn't they just download the video? These extreme mental gymnastics are once again allegedly brought to us by Frank's now Air Force friend, Don. Frank goes on to write how he can't tell people where he was at, except that other M Cave explorers do not have access to this location. Probably because Frank's M cave might not even be in Nevada at all. In the video itself, Frank explains Don was waiting in the car for Frank because Don doesn't want to put his job on the line. It is also allegedly an hour hike to the car, so Don, who in the first video says he never actually got close to this cave because of an accident, now was close enough to notice disguised trail cameras that we can't see in the video at all, but also didn't want to put his job on the line by being seen in a place he had already gone? Something certainly is not adding up. Frank wonders how Kenny Veach made it to this specific location without being detected or accosted by military. So Frank, somehow, with the help of his Air Force friend who is sitting in a car an hour away, somehow was able to let Frank hike by himself for 1 hour, undetected by the military, to record a haphazardly placed store-bought sign that's like duct taped to a little dinky stick, but not get close enough to see the alleged trail cameras that his buddy says he saw, then hike back another hour to leave? Clearly, Frank needs to step up his fake game. I don't even think his buddy Don is even real, but for the benefit of the doubt, maybe Frank is just really stupid and is getting hardcore trolled by his friend Don. But I'm leaning more towards Frank wanting to double dip on his first MK video that was getting so many views. In fact, the whole Kenny Veach story was getting pretty popular around this time. Even a fake documentary horror movie just came out a little over a month before Frank's second video that was basically a fictional retelling of Kenny Veach's story. It's one thing if Frank himself thinks the Kenny Veach story is entirely a hoax, and that making these kinds of videos is simply for entertainment purposes. However, to the vast majority of people, this man did go missing, and these people seeing Frank presenting his videos in the way he does will think Frank is being genuine, when just using his own videos, you can prove he is anything but. I personally think it is morally reprehensible to hoax a video in order to milk views from a missing man. Talking about a missing person's story is one thing, but when you start faking videos like Frank does just to get the views, you're committing fraudulent behavior in order to gain money at the expense of a missing and likely dead man. And nobody's talking about it. Not a single comment on any of Frank's videos calls him out. Then again, it's pretty simple to filter out words and phrases from a YouTube comment section. Anyway, I don't normally do call-out videos like this, and probably won't in the future, but if you like this one, make sure you subscribe to me and like the video, because 1 like equals 1 more hour I'll spend editing videos just like this, except not just like this. They'll be different videos. Not like this at all. Anyway, subscribe.